Hi YouTube and fellow Doctor Who fans, welcome back to my fourth part of my classic Doctor Who DVD collection for 2013, and for anyone who particularly likes to know, I'm filming this on the 18th of December. I'm really looking forward to the Christmas special for this year, where Matt Smith regenerates. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. I've got no question in my mind that the next Doctor is going to be even better, even though he reminds me quite a bit of Tom Baker though, funny enough, but I'm sure he'll surprise us what he's like. Anyway, picking up from where I left off with everyone's favourite Baker, Tom, we have the Face of Evil, which is the first story to introduce Leela as the Doctor's companion. I was quite surprised by Leela, because you think that it's not that she's not going to be a companion which you are going to like, and she's not going to be that appealing. But she really surprised me. She's a really good character. I remember when they were choosing their next companion. The BBC were choosing what companion they were going to pick for the Doctor next. They wanted someone to be a bit more rough around the edges and not necessarily stupid, but I mean less intelligent than the Doctor himself. So the Doctor could be a kind of mentor for intellectual conversation with the companion. But yeah, the Face of Evil was a good introduction to Leela. The story's okay. If you see it in stores and it's cheap, go and buy it. Next we have the Robots of Death. I'm pretty sure this one comes with the Revisitations 3 box set. It's a good story, well, brilliant in fact. This is a special edition. I don't really want to say more about this story, as I want you to go and watch it yourselves, and I don't want to spoil it for you. But it's a really good story, really dark and atmospheric. Next we have this little golden nugget here, the Talons of Wing Chiang special edition, and this is the and actually this comes with 3 discs instead of 2. This is amazing. This is such a good episode. So I would get the Talons of Wing Chiang, whether it's going to be as the 2 disc set or the 3 disc set. You can find this in the Revisitations 1, I'm pretty sure it's the first one, the box set, so I would definitely get it. The Horror Fang Rock, which is set on a lighthouse, and it's the first story to introduce the Sontaran's enemy, which completely escapes me for what they were actually called. I'm sure there's loads of you shouting it right at the screens right at this very moment, but I cannot remember what they're called. I do remember that. I mean, this is the first story they actually appeared in. And I do remember that they're little green lumps of jelly goodness, but it's an okay story. The Horror Fang Rock, the Invisible Enemy, which comes in the Canine Tales box sets, which is the first story to introduce Canine, everyone's favourite gullible metal dog. But apart from that, the story is not that good. I only watched it because it had K9's first story in it. It's okay. I actually might like it just a bit more when I watch it again, but I'll have to review it for you guys later. Next we have Leela's last story, where she leaves, or where she departs. This is set on Gallifrey, and it has the Sontarans on Gallifrey as well, where they invade. I can't remember much about this story because there's so many of these which I haven't watched the second time round, but I will watch this again and actually do a video on it. But I do remember that I liked it. It's really good. Destiny of the Daleks. I'm pretty sure this is the first story to introduce Romana 2. because the first Romana stars in the Key of Time. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Romana 2 made an appearance in the last story or not, but she does in this. It's okay, this story. It's not that brilliant, even though it's a Dalek story. Yeah, not that good. I'll probably like it more when I watch it again, but right now, not that much. Next we have The City of Death, which is a brilliant story. Its part is mostly shot in Paris. It's really, really good. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's a 2-disc set. Go and buy it, go and watch it, love it to bits. Just keeping an eye on the time, folks. I don't want these videos to be too long, otherwise YouTube will say, no, we can't upload your videos because they're too goddamn long. Sorry about the curse words, but still, this is the next one, which is the Legacy Collection, which has Shada in it. This is a incomplete story. I'm not sure why it's incomplete. It's probably because it's BBC strikes, but it has got little clips or short clips or brief clips, or whatever you want to call it, of the story, and then it cuts to Tom Baker standing right in front of you, or looking at or actually looking into a camera and telling you, or actually describing to you what's happening between each of these cuts. You would think that would pull you out of the story, but I find that it really didn't. It's really intriguing, especially because you've got Tom Baker there pretty much telling you a story. It's really good. It's definitely worth the watch, and plus it comes with this documentary which is called More Than 30 Years in the TARDIS, which is a brilliant documentary. All in all, the Legacy Collection, definitely worth the purchase. Next we have The Keeper of Traken. This is an okay story. It's not the best. It has Nessa in it, which wasn't originally thought of as a Doctor Who companion, but they brought her back in the next story, which is called Logopolis, specifically as a Doctor Who companion, because they saw her in this and they thought, oh, she will make an interesting companion, we'll bring her in the next story. So for that reason, I never really took to Nessa. I always thought the Doctor Who companions should be introduced to the Doctor and then get into the TARDIS and then go on all these adventures with him, not have them in one story and then have him go off and come back. And it just seems a bit hit and miss, really. So it's really good. It's a story that you would watch if you're feeling ill, but it was okay. Not brilliant, not good, but okay. Next we have Tom Baker's last story, Logopolis. Let me focus there for a minute. Which has the Master in it. It's okay once again. It shows Tegan, which is one of my, if I was to be honest, one of my top 5 female Doctor Who companions. It's okay. It's a good send off to Tom Baker. Not as good as Planet of the Spiders was for Jon Pertwee, but it's a reasonable story. It's a good tie off, or a good send off rather. Looking at time, I better stop here, but when I come back I'll be telling you about the Peter Davison stories. So I'll see you in a bit from hopefully my last part of this review. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Bye.